Hi everyone, this is a game called Sleuth, and it's a detective game. It's like a mystery game online. And what it is like there's loads of suspects and characters in this town, and you have to interview each of them and find clues and examine alibis. And then once you think you know who it is, you can accuse them. And you can only accuse them when you have three other suspects saying that yes, they did it, and giving them the motive. You can't accuse them without motive. And if you get it right, you get a sum of money for it. And if you get it wrong, then you'll get 3 lives. And if you lose all 3 lives, you have to create a new account, and you lose your detective who's playing. So yeah, and I just got out of the crime scene there. They show you the crime scene, and you can pick up fingerprints and stuff in the crime scene. And then you go to the suspects and you ask them about their alibis. And then you go to the places in the city. There's North Christie, Hamlet Square, and Doylesburg. And you go to banks, hospitals, and police stations and check their alibis. And you can go into the suspects' houses when they're not around. You can sneak into their houses when they're not around. And you can find clues in there, and you have to take those to, say, the police station or the barbers, and match those to see if it matches with the crime scene. So that's how the game works, basically. And we're moving very fast, obviously. I'm sorry I can't keep up with it. It's a very fast-clicking game thing. So yeah. And the way you get into the houses is that there's this woman who sells keys for a sum of money. She's very shady and illegal, and she sells keys for other people's houses. And that's how you get in to the suspects' houses when they're not around.
Okay, so he doesn't have that alibi.
Yep. We've heard from both of them. Usually, so far we've only got 2 suspects, and usually there's a lot more suspects than just 2, which is strange, and they're not telling us anymore. Like these 2 suspects, when you're asking them questions, they're saying that they won't talk, apparently. And we have to charm them. To make them talk, we have to charm them. And we only have 4 charms available. We can't use more than 4 charms, so it's not helping. They haven't given us any more suspects. And they do have to tell us, by the way. The suspects aren't just all over the place. The first suspect has to tell you where the second suspect lives, and so on. Otherwise you can't find them, and so far we've only got 2. And I don't think neither of these are the guilty party, because it doesn't make sense here, obviously. Their alibis are clean. None of the clues match up. I usually do quite well in these, but this is not going well for me, I have to admit. This episode's not going well for me. So yeah, we're going to this guy. What's his name? Craig Eagle or whatever. Kegel, sorry. And Cassandra is his mother. Oh, Cassandra's house is locked. We just got into her house using the key. Footprint sample. We collect that clue. We can open cupboards and those. Oh, we found a note. A hairbrush with hair. If you remember, we found hair at the crime scene as well, so we could definitely match up. And if you find a clue that wasn't available at the crime scene, we didn't find any footprints at the crime scene, then they're no use, basically, as far as I know. I'm still quite new to this game. I've only played a few times, by the way. Go to the bedroom. But I just take everything. Even if it's not necessary, I still take it, because you might not be able to get back in later on, so you do have to take it all. So yeah, I'll continue this off in the next video, by the way. Just letting you know in advance. Posh Bobbin. This is the tailor. We haven't got any questions to ask him, he says, because we don't have the evidence from the crime scene. There's North Christie. So yeah, I'm really struggling with this one, because, I've examined all of the clues, I've gone to the places, and I've checked their alibis and that. But we need more clues.